Interesting that it doesn't detect the desktop resolution here. I think the user interface can be a bit lower volume. New game. Oh, that's tiny. You drift aimlessly through the dark expanse. You cannot feel nor hear. The movement that you appear to be seeing in the distance is indistinct and subtle. Every movement feels circular, leading back to the last. Your thoughts are disjointed, separated. As you attempt to recollect how you got here, you have an epiphany. You've had an epiphany about this exact thought in the past. You discover the concept of sound once again as an overpowering whirring enters your ears. Whirring? Is that from like blades from a fan or something? Do they whir? Is that... I can't place the word right now. It's not a humming, it's not a buzzing, it's a whirring. All the ings. Yeah, all sounds. A jolt and then a pulse, you begin to feel the beat in your core. The face you've forgotten everything about regains sensation, and something forcibly detaches from it. You begin to regain your vision. You somehow manage to utter a word. Edison Thorpe, is that us? Where? The metal around you reverberates. The machine hisses and ejects vapor as the container opens. The air feels warm to your skin as it floods into your vessel. A woman looks on with concern. It's Ida. Hey, are you alive? There. You're in Camp Titan, of course. Hopefully that's not a surprise. This is our clinic, and you, my friend, have just been awoken from stasis. The other game played on Mars. I know this is sudden and you've probably got questions of your own, but can you try moving? We need to do a neural diagnostic and then get you connected for some biometrics. You try to move, but your limbs feel unresponsive and weak. You try again in earnest, though you probably shouldn't have. You hardly twitch your arm. The pain washes over you. Not really, it hurts. The pain sweeps in, then the tide ever rising, overwhelming your sense of self. That's a lot of pain. You catch a glimpse of the woman, mouth agape, as she backs away and frantically panics. Eyes darting around the room. The sound of her footsteps sound like they are echoing into a distance you cannot see. Isco, get over here! The beat of someone's footsteps briefly overlaps with the ones in your core before ceasing. Your vision is instantly robbed from you. You feel your back and shoulders sink past the confines of your body. You begin to drift and the feeling is oddly familiar. You have an epiphany. You've had an epiphany before. So many epiphanies. The nice word. The pain evaporates. You quietly tumble into the darkness, leaving yourself behind. Okay. Voices call out, urgent, chaotic. They roll across the horizon, brushing against what passes for consciousness. After eons, they calm, their song losing tempo. The pulse in your body weakly rises on its own. Your core jostles just slightly with each heartbeat. Ah, that was, well, too close. Can you hear me? Are you able to move now? Pain has subsided. You are lucid, but your body still feels weak. You try to move and fail to accomplish much, but it doesn't hurt like before. Not really. I'm weak, but I'm not in pain. Excellent. A lack of pain, I mean. Listen, I know you probably have questions of your own, but we're grasping at straws here. Do you remember why you were put in stasis? Anything at all? We don't understand what happened here. No. My name is Edison Thorpe. What do you mean we don't understand? Hello, Edison. I'm Dr. Shahan? Sahan? I don't know. Though everyone calls me Ida, I'll do that as well. You were placed in stasis improperly, which doesn't make a lot of sense unless it was some sort of emergency. We came across your pod, but it has no markings, no logs, no metadata. We don't know when you went cold or if you're even involved with the TECC or tech. There's nobody left to ask. What? What do you mean? Are you two not with tech? There's no sugarcoating it. Isco, myself, and many others are part of Tech's second mining operation. Your team disappeared about 7 years ago. We don't really know. He continues to speak, but you can't help but panic, trying to remember events that just aren't there to recall. You reel your mind, replaying your days leading up to joining Tech and preparing for the journey to Titan. You blurt out the only thing you can clearly recant in the middle of Ida's explanation. I remember working at the steam well. Ida's frustration is palpable. She clears her throat and resumes. As I first surmised, it seems you didn't get out of this scatheless. They didn't cool you down properly before putting you on ice, so there's no telling what may have happened to your mind or anything else in your body, for that matter. We can only hope you regain your memory at this point. On that note, we may as well focus on solvable problems, even if you can't remember much right now. We could still use your help. We're hardly managing here, and there's only a few dozen of us. Please tell me you remember what an omniscope is, or we'll be here a while. We're going to have to get yours back online. Oh, yeah, I did have one. How did you know? They sort of just tossed you in this pod, and as durable as they are, it looks like the SOC on yours didn't appreciate coming along for the ride. It lit on fire when we turned it on. We gotta fix this and link you back up. Omniscope, huh? You can fix that. Well, replace is a better word. Your lenses are fine, thankfully, so we're just going to sync you to a new unit. It's kind of old, but it's the only working spare we got. You know how to use it, right? Or did that get iced out too? I think I can remember the basics. The Omniscope is a multifunction embedded information device. It has two parts, a wireless lens that is inserted into the eyes via surgery, and a remotely linked AI unit. Can be used to communicate, read maps, or analyze objects. Good, let's get this over with. Isco, you finished wiping that spare controller? Isco X Conde? Interesting name. Yep, here you go. Isco hands the controller unit and transmitter to Ida. She hardly inspects the transmitter wafer, keeping her attention focused on you. You ready to start? On second thought, don't answer that. You're a sitting duck without this, and I'd hate for you to rise from your grave just to jump back in it. Permanently. Hold still and we'll begin. You relax on the table, expecting to be put under, but instead Ida palms the back of your head. You feel your skull produce a thin object, as if it were ejecting from your skin. Another one is threaded into the previous resident's burrow and takes its place. Crunchy clay. And we have our head-up display. Your vision is augmented. The scope begins to display information in your natural vision, though the text appears soft. The text in your field of view most noticeably shudders for a moment before becoming legible. Cassini, RAI. Omniscope ID 24601, starting boot sequence. Hello, I'm Cassini, AI assistant of Omniscope ID 24601. The Omniscope boot sequence was successful. Damaged memory has been detected. Attempting memory recovery. The image of the AI on the screen soon disappears. Ida talks to confirm that the device is active. Well, how is it? These things are backward compatible, but I'm guessing it's been a while since you've had the lens update. Should be fine enough, though. We popped out your old transmitter since its repair won't be coming back up anytime soon. Seems like it's working. Great. because there's another one. Don't go getting frozen again, alright? Wait, where you get this one from? Oh, you know, don't worry. Iska wiped it, ran some tests on it, and we cleaned the transmitter real good. Only a couple 100 hours of use on the AI unit. It's practically new. Looks like you're feeling better. Want to try moving again? It'd be nice if we could get some clothes on you, no offense. Behind the screen next to the sinks, there's a box with a spare change of clothes. Please help yourself. Hello, I'm Cassini, the AI that controls Omniscope 24601. Let me show you around your head-up display. Health, conditions, time of day, area, oxygen. You need at least 70%. Minimap. Perks, stats, stuff and things. Current adrenaline. Items. Equipment. And durability. Portable oxygen. Battery of the light. Ammo. And so on and so forth. Skip your turn. How about turn-based? Ah. I didn't even look at that. I'm pretty sure the first game was not turn-based. Box. A downed drone. And a pole. Clothing. A blender. I thought it was clothing. I could put on the bed sheet. Ah, there we go. Yay, we're dressed. Much better, don't you think? Ooh, fast forward. I bet you're famished. I mean, you were dead and died and... Oh, no, not dead. You should have something anyway. Soup, some bread, something. The Omniscope should point you to the right direction of the pub. Go find Alp. Huge mustachio guy, loves meeting people, and has run out of those weeks ago. Oh yeah, meeting people, right? We can sleep here. We can also navigate just using the mouse. That is super interesting. That is not real time. Doesn't look super broken, but... Interesting. Okay, we've got a little menu here with a map. Clinic, 2 levels. I do like the music. We must be under a dome, right? Cool. Okay. Oh, here, to the pub. Mustachio guy. Oh. Do my eyes deceive me? Are you the person from the pod they've been trying to wake up? Oh, my manners. They have left me. Welcome, my new friend, to the pub of Yugen Camp. My name is Alp Demir, and this is my humble pub. Your stomach growls audibly. Well, you've met my stomach. I'm Edison. I just said you should get some... I should get something to eat. Please pardon me. We do not have much, but I can get you something that was left over. He's fumbling for something. Here, have some bread. It's gonna keep the hunger at bay. Somebody paid for it earlier. Bit of water. Ah, I hope you don't mind. I heard your pod was found at another camp. Is that true? Where are you from? I'm sorry, I don't remember much. I just said that they didn't put me into stasis properly, so... I worked at a steam well, but I don't remember much at all. Really? Steam well? Many of those are still running. I thought they were automated. What about other people? We know so little aside from what we found left behind, but we were told they were smart, talented, but somehow truly not one person remains, besides you, that is. Don't worry, I don't think you could hide here for weeks and survive unnoticed. I trust you. Thanks. Tech made it sound like this would be a rescue mission 7 years after you needed it. It seems silly, but how could we not... What? How could we know there would be no trace? That's a good question. I wish I could give any insight. It's a proper role-playing game. I didn't know that. I thought it was more of a action crafter like the other one. So I'm not going to read all the text that's here, because there's a lot of it. But I'm quite happy to see that it's a different type of gameplay. Right? There are quite some similarities to the previous game, but there's also lots that changed. I think this will be a separate discovery stream. Yeah, I'll take another look at this another time, and probably also for more than an hour, because it seems like this could be worth it. I'm gonna save here. Obviously, I don't know if the demo will be available for a long time, but I'll try to make it so. Subterrain, Mines of Time, that's something. I didn't expect to be turn-based and story-focused. Yeah, it's the follow-up. You can't sleep. I will go to sleep soon, but just a short note. Yes, it's the follow-up, but it's not real-time. It's turn-based, and it's not a survivor crafter as such. It's a role-playing game. Yes, it is. Very different, but it is the same universe. That's how they worded it. It's a different game taking place in the same universe. Since the first game is on Mars and this is now on Titan, right? Far away. And it starts with a pretty interesting, if regularly used story introduction, which is you've got amnesia. So, but yeah, it seems well written. So that's rare. Sadly, that's rare. And I'll keep tabs on this and stream it again with a bit of a longer stream. Maybe as soon as it gets into early access. I'm very, very keen on getting more out of the Subterrain universe. They seem to be able to do good things.